Welcome, everybody, to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where they proudly display a statue of Sylvester Stallone as Rocky. Outside, I believe that's is that the library? Philadelphia Library. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Along with Steve Snapper, Jones, Jen Mueller, Kevin Calabro on hand, the Sonics and the Philadelphia 76ers. Just trying to get my landmarks down, Snap. Now tonight, back and forth. The Sonics need to get back into character. They're a running basketball team.
No, that's what they do best. And if you were to say, what are they going to do for the final fourth of the season? Get their identity straight. And what it is running. When we have seen them play great basketball, it's because they've been able to push the ball up the floor, share the basketball, get easy scoring opportunities, and keep everybody involved. There's nothing worse than a team that gets out of sorts because the ball sticks and other people don't get involved. Well, the easiest way to solve that problem, run the floor. So they've got to play against the running team tonight, and they got to be the aggressors in pushing the ball, and if they do that, they have a great chance of getting a win.
Sixers are led by the extraordinary point guard Andre Miller out of Utah at the age of 32, having a very good year, and then the youngster now in his fourth campaign, Andre Iguodala.
You know, Andre Miller is a very underrated and very talented guard that always seems to get traded, and every team he leads, they miss him a ton. He's always amongst the league leaders in assists. He plays well in the big moment, and I know that Denver misses that lob pass he used to throw to Camby, Kenyon Martin, and all of those guys, that now he gives it to Iguodala. Iguodala has improved. He has become the new AI here in Philadelphia, and he's the guy that's making big shots. He's making them deep. He's making them above the rim. He also shares the basketball. So this is a very talented combination of Miller and Iguodala.
Averaging 5 assists, 5 rebounds, nearly 20 points a game, and a lock-up defender when you consider he is 5th in the league in steals as well. As you can see over the last 6 games, he has been on a bit of a tear. Well, tonight things should be interesting in the paint, where Samuel D'Alembert has been known to block a shot or two for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Sixers are a very good offensive rebounding team. We'll talk about that more later when we give you the lineup and the tip here on FSN. Sonics basketball on FSN, brought to you by Key Bank, proud sponsor of the Sonics, and Key Arena. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Lexus, the new LS Unprecedented. Visit allnewls.com. Back at the Wachovia Center here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Sonics are set to meet the Philadelphia 76ers, who are the 7th best team, 7th best record in the Eastern Conference at 28-33 and battling for a nod in the playoffs. Their lineup will have Andre Miller and Willie Green at the guards, Samuel D'Alembert in the middle, Andre Iguodala, and Reggie Evans. Talked to P.J. Carlissimo earlier tonight about the considerable talents of Iguodala.
He's such a handful because he's strong. He can beat you on the floor. He's strong enough to post up inside and do some damage on the boards. And he's getting more and more consistent with the range outside. So he's really tough. Kevin and Jeff got to play with him a little bit this summer. So hopefully that knowledge will help them.
And the lineup tonight for the Sonics, we'll have Earl Watson and Kevin Durant starting at the guards. Durant leading the way, scoring the ball at nearly 20 a game. Johan Petro in the middle, flanked by Jeff Green and Chris Wilcox. We're ready for basketball in Philadelphia. The 4th of 7 games in 13 days on the road on this current stretch. We'll see how it turns out here in a moment on FSN. Sonics and the Sixers, second meeting of the year between the two clubs. The Sonics lost 98-90 on New Year's Eve earlier this year. Kevin Durant unable to play in that game because of a sprained index finger, but he is back and now playing with a vengeance for the Supersonics against a Sixer team that comes in here ranked as the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. And here's how they would match up in the first round with the Celtics and the Nets. The Cavs meeting the Raptors, the Magic and the Wizards, and the Pistons would meet the Philadelphia 76ers.
Well, the best thing about where the Sixers are now, there's hope that they can move up and they get away from the mighty Detroit Pistons. The Pistons have beaten them twice. With Washington getting the return of Arenas, that might not be possible, but that's their goal, to try to get up to 6 and maybe get a shot at the Wiz. And if they do that, Bruce Cheeks is going to be very happy.
He would be indeed, and Ed Stefanski would be happy too. He's the new president of the Philadelphia 76ers, who recently offered a contract extension to Maurice Cheeks, current 7-game homestand for the Philadelphia 76ers. Reggie Evans, once the former Sonic, has been put in the starting lineup tonight by Mr. Cheeks. Thaddeus Young, another player of note, Snap, that has been entertaining some folks. He had started 14 of the previous 17 games and doing quite well in starting, averaging nearly 9 points and 6 rebounds a game. But Young is coming off the bench tonight for Philadelphia. They win the tip, and D'Alembert will face up on Petro, and he comes over a double team and dumps it in. 2-0 Philly.
Remember in Seattle, that's how he started the game. He started scoring the ball. He's not noted as a scorer, so Petro's doing a good job. He can make him take that jump hook.
Watson, center of the court. Durant coming off the screen. Green curling off the same Wilcox pin down. Turns lefty. Iguodala with a rebound. Andre with a push in the front court. Has freakish athletic ability. Finds Evans inside for the left-hand reverse. Volleyed. Petro comes down with a rebound. Watson sneaks across midcourt. Miller won't allow him in the paint freely tonight. Miller, a good defender.
Trying to find Wilcox down in the low post. We know when he gets off to a good start, the rest of his game expands.
D'Alembert sails into the rebound, and Iguodala now will take it. Outside to Miller. Philly just settling in. 3 days rest after the recent West Coast trip. They put 119 points on the board and beat the Sixers, or the Suns, I should say, and put 106 up in a win over the LA Clippers, and going 2-1 on the trip. Willie Green with a rebound on a Durant miss. The 1-2 into the lane. Handed off. Snap to D'Alembert, off of D'Alembert's hands. I think Green had it laid to the.
He was right there at the cup.
Yeah.
You know, that's the time that you fool your teammates. You know, you're right there. D'Alembert saying, I'm going to get the rebound if you miss it, and then you pass it to me and we get nothing.
Sonics lead 4-0, or the Sixers lead it here 4-0. Wilcox on the block, checked by Evans. 11 to shoot. Spread floor, drives in, sweeps the hook up and in. Beautiful move.
Well, you know Reggie Evans as well as anybody. You know that he's going to be pushing and shoving and holding Wilcox all night long.
Green running right-hander, nope. Rebound tipped. After it is Petro. And Reggie Evans is in the league for one reason, because he rebounds the basketball. Sometimes, Snap, he'll leave his guy to go get a rebound or get himself in position, so you can at times take advantage of that.
Well, he's also been in the league and stayed because he's a thorn in the side of the opponent.
Yeah, too. Iguodala misses, rebound tipped, and here's Durant the other way. Reggie will get under your skin. Good guy to work with from a media standpoint. Drop step spin, Durant blows right by Willie Green for the two-hand flush.
We talk about the learning process for Durant. One thing he's learning, finish with authority.
Don't leave it up to the officials. Nice back cut by Green. Durant recovers, blocks the shot. Evans comes down with it, walks for the ball.
Now, Kevin Durant, you know, it's been a difficult learning process for him when you think about all of the accolades he won a year ago, what the expectations are, but he is getting better at playing more aggressively down in the low post. He's also getting better at reacting defensively as he blocked that last attempt by Willie Green. Back to Durant on the box.
Loves that left side. Look at it back and spin. D'Alembert comes over to block the shot. Goaltending. Here's the call. So Durant is taking Willie Green down in the mixer. Green 6'3", 201.
Willie Green trying to draw the foul right there, but Durant doing the right thing, using that size to take advantage. And the Sonics doing a good thing by putting him down there and then getting him the ball.
6-0 run. Here's Green crossing over. And banks one in over Kevin Durant.
Did he call flag?
He may have whispered it to Nobody else. I think he just didn't want to get that shot blocked. Durant was right up on him. Watson at the point again. They look to Durant. Wants it on the wing. And again, the Sixers do not come to double Durant. They'll face and fire. Got it. Kevin Durant. Good recognition there, Snap.
You know, we've been saying this all season long. When you got a smaller guy on him, you know, just shoot over him. Don't waste a lot of time trying to be real clever, and eventually he'll go to the bench.
Iguodala skies in there with a hook, missed it. Tried to save it and threw it out of bounds. The other thing we've been saying is when you get a hot hand, go back to him. The Sonics did that on that last set.
Well, 3 straight scores for him, so let's see if they go for a 4th time. And that should result in somebody else getting an easier chance.
Petro up top. Durant sprints across the head of the key to get the ball. Picked up on a switch now by Miller. Miller's going to apply the body on Durant, but he'll step by him. Lean in banker. No. Miller sails the other way. Andre, change of pace, right to left into the lane to the glass, laid it in with the left hand. He has deceptively quick moves.
No, he does, and he hides well. So you don't know where he is until he's at the rim, and that was an example the last time down.
Watson hurries a pass and threw it by. He's running wingman out of bounds. Sonic turnover. Philly will take it back. We're tied at 8. Iguodala pushes to get open. Checked by Green. Jabs and elevates. Iguodala. Boy, he is just a multifaceted weapon out there. 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
You're going to patent that, Iguodala. I mean, you know, you love that name, the way it rolls off your lips.
The way the PA announcer does it service. He does a nice job here in Philadelphia. Green misses, and they're rebound to Evans. Andre the other way. Dre holding to Iguodala. Shot blocked by Green. May have been a pass. Tips it back to Evans and smashes it home with the right hand.
Yeah, that's where that first pass was going the first time, and it got deflected, but he threw it right back to Evans at the cup.
Watson trying to engage Miller on the high screen from Petro. In deep. Wilcox found the crack under the defense to lay it in. Philly back on the attack. Long lead pass to Iguodala. Broken up by Watson. They say it went off Andre out of bounds. It'll be Sonic ball. Watson got back in the passing lane to break that one up. Now he'll steer it the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead here. 6 minutes gone by in the first. Watson trapped beneath the rim and hit the back of the glass. Evans with it. Nice pass.
Iguodala can run, and he got out, and they spotted him. The easy play for him. 6 1/4 for AI.
Sixers up by 4. Watson rubs off Miller on the pick. Pops and threw that one long. Calambert seals it. Long pass in the front court to Miller. Evans couldn't handle it. Right to Watson the other way. A 3-on-2. Earl will pull up. He has rebounders with him. No need. Nothing but net.
Well, that's a good decision. You know, you're a little bit too close then in terms of making the right kind of pass to finish and get to the rim. Watson said, if I miss you guys, you can get the rebound.
Interesting pace to this game here with 5:33 left in the first period. A timeout called by Philadelphia. Sixers with command now, leading by 2.
Anytime you can get this early push, you see how the defense fanned out so he couldn't make the pass on the wing. Takes a shot.
Sixers lead the Sonics here by a deuce. 5:33 to go in the first quarter, and Kevin Durant is off to a very good start.
You know, I like the way that Durant has positioned himself here early, taking advantage of his size against Willie Green. This is what you're supposed to do. Go to the rim with authority before the weak side can get there. Beat Calambert and company again. So Kevin Durant using his size to take advantage of a smaller, quicker guard. And that's how you got to punish those guys. And remember, my name is Kevin Durant. Willie, don't come messing with me.
And look what I've done over the last 6 games. I got a resume right here. It says I've scored 21.5 over the last half dozen. And he will come back out on the floor. Sixers will come back with the same unit as well. 5:33 left. 18 to shoot on the inbounds play to Miller. Iguodala sprints out on one wing, covered by Wilcox. Sonics appear to be in a zone snap. Calambert got to the middle, missed it. Evans the rebound.
That's the guy you got to keep off block. You know, Evans eats rebounds. If he's out there, he's knocking people down and getting rebounds.
Missed a putback. Sixers get it back. There's an offensive rebound to them, and now Green fakes, recoils, shoots a three off the back rim. Watson with a long rebound. Durant, secondary break, finds Wilcox planted inside. Iguodala slip fronts him, tips it away, and Miller sails the other way. There's Reggie Evans running the floor, scoring. He's fouled. Collison got him. Collison stepping in for Petro at the last timeout.
You know, one thing that Reggie does, he just runs and he's relentless in trying to stay in his range, which is 1 to 2 feet. You get too far out of 1 or 2 feet, then he's going to lose his way. You're always going to find him around the bucket. 3-point club.
Evans attended Iowa, grew up in Florida.
Reggie's a good example for, as Durant finishes that. But Reggie's a good example for kids that are not heralded. You know, you just got to keep working. You got to keep believing it. If you do, wow.
Nice pass. Green inside of Delaware, flushes with 2 hands.
Again, that's the underrated value of Andre Miller. I mean, Miller's been traded 4 times. And you keep saying, well, he's one of the best guards in the league, but he doesn't get any credit for being as good as he is.
He has a year left on his contract here in Philadelphia. Durant to the end line. Nice up fake. Drew Green off his feet and then went up under the body to draw the bump. 4:08 left. First quarter. Durant goes to the line.
What we've seen from Kevin Durant in the last couple of nights is getting to that spot, but then being under control enough to draw the foul, and he draws a foul against the high-flying Willie Green. First trip at the line for Kevin Durant.
19-15 count. KD making the trip east. No doubt needed a few here in Philadelphia for his friends, family living in the D.C. area, making the train ride up. Here is Durant nailing the second. 10 points for Kevin in the first quarter. And the Sixers lead it by 3. Miller looking for Iguodala. Comes off the screen, still looking for Iguodala. Instead will dump to Evans. He was outside his zone snap, but he hit the left-hander off glass.
He was outside his zone. He was lucky, too. I mean, you know, anytime you see him taking a left-handed jump hook, you know you got him in pretty good shape.
He's at 3 of 5 here earlier. Wilcox goes to work on Reggie. Back it in. 8 to shoot now. Green splits a pair of defenders. Powers into Evans and a foul. Reggie sets his feet. And it will be Philadelphia basketball. He is always up to play the Supersonics.
Yep, Green comes out of the ball game. And Wilkins comes in. Is that personal? Because they traded him?
I mean, you've seen it before. Sometimes teams, or players, I should say, have a special feeling of competitiveness for their original team, that first team that they were with, particularly if they're still teammates there. Delaware dives from the top, and Iguodala bounces a beauty, leading him right to the cup for the slam.
You know, they're playing with a lot of confidence, and PJ's not liking what he's seeing, so he wants a break.
After that last time out, the Sixers came out and really got after Seattle to take a 7-point lead. 3:08 left in the first. We'll take a timeout and return in a moment to the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia.
Welcome back to the Wachovia Center, where the 76ers lead the Sonics 23-16 midway through the first quarter. Sonics veteran Donyell Marshall has been around the league for a while, 13 years as a matter of fact. He spent most of his time in the East, and he knows that there's a few tricks of the trade when playing these guys.
Some teams can play a lot of mind games with you. You know, they talk you into thinking they're your friend, and then they take it at you. You know, or they hit you with an elbow trying to get you to hit them back and things like that. And a lot of it's just trying to be mentally tough over on the East Conference and, you know, just keep playing your game.
Donyell Marshall with our Geico quote of the game, guys, and it sounds like it's awfully rough out there playing any of these teams in the East.
Well, the East has always been more of an inside power game, and the West has played a lot quicker, but we're seeing that change as well. Collison, nice tip.
Nick is back in with Petro now. Ridnour's out there. Damian Wilkins and Kevin Durant. Running right-handed flick in the paint from Willie Green is off. D'Alembert with the offensive rebound and the putback attempt. Missed it. Collison seals him off. Evans takes a slap at it. And it will be Sonic ball. Thaddeus Young will step in. And Jason Smith, the 7-footer, will come in as well. I mentioned Thaddeus Young's been playing extremely well. Rookie who grew up playing competitively in high school against Kevin Durant. Here's Collison. Dribble handoff and a screen for Durant. Collison rolls. Nice pass inside of Petro. Missed it at the cup. D'Alembert the rebound. Threw it out of bounds. Sonic ball.
A slick little exchange between Collison and Petro. I think he caught Petro off guard a little bit.
Rednar at the point. Right side to Damian. That one ricochets in and out. And Miller seals off the rebound. Long pass to Iguodala. Fires and misses and knew it. Chasing his own rebound. Petro had it and juggled it out of bounds. Iguodala is so good at reading the shot and releasing down the floor to get that long lead pass. Sixers bringing it bounce. Iguodala has a step on Wilkins. Look at him take it right to the cup. And he wriggles between two defenders. Is hammered and fouled from either side. Petro and Collison clip him. Unfortunately, Nick gets the foul snap. That's his second.
Yeah, and Collison has had trouble getting a feel for the last two ball games because he's been in foul trouble early, and you want to keep him out on the floor. Elson out of his warm-up, and he'll be coming in. But Iguodala is the new AI here in Philadelphia. When he was playing with Allen Iverson, he was a very complimentary player, and they didn't know whether he was going to be able to take the lead role. But he's been able to lead this band very well. So, they've entrusted him with the lot. You see his scoring averages come up every year in the season, starting with the big jump last year.
Finishing out his contract this year. And will become a restricted free agent, meaning Philly can match any offer that he brings. Petro the rebound. Or he could take a one-year deal and become an unrestricted free agent. See, that's what you do, wouldn't you? Roll the dice.
Well, yeah, there's a rainbow and there's a pot of gold at the end of it. He's good, and there should not be any reason for him to get preoccupied with a long-term deal. Petro, nice shot.
That sure was. Pulled up just shy of D'Alembert, made contact, but played through it. 24-20, Sixers. And Miller on the attack, 18 to shoot. Iguodala enters, mid-block left side to D'Alembert. Nice pass, back to Miller on a give and go for the bucket.
We're constantly talking about where's the most dangerous place is at the rim, and if you cut to the basket, you got a good chance you'll get a return pass, even when a guy's not noted for that kind of thing.
Miller, good hands, the pick from behind. Iguodala to Smith and the flush. Miller read Durant's movement beautifully. Snapped, snuck in behind to snatch it and send it on its way.
They get the quick hands defense from Andre Miller, and then it's Iguodala who loves to pass the ball. I mean, there's one thing you have to like about him. He is not going to be a guy that sticks with the ball. And he tries to let everyone play and keep them involved.
Smith at the line, the rookie from Colorado State. Sixers lead 28-20, a minute 2 left in the quarter. Wilkins with a rebound. Lewis Williams is in now for Philly. Hit the Sonics with 19 off the bench.
More of a scorer than Andre Miller is, but he can be a load because of his quickness.
Elson twitches and turns, faced up and faded and hit. 6-point lead for the Sixers. Williams the other way, came out of Gwinnett High School near Atlanta, Georgia. Now in his third year, gives to Iguodala. Nice between defenders, leaves it to Smith. Gunning outside, the left-handed Young elevates and hits a three. Largest lead for Philadelphia, leading by 9 now. Durant checked by Iguodala now. Will swing it outside to Rednar. Green had the cover on Durant, but Durant scored 3 buckets on him, and now they double up on him and get it out of his hands. Iguodala, nice lob up top. Young at the rim to lay it in. 4 and 8/10 seconds left in the quarter.
You see the impact that Iguodala's had on this game. Passing, scoring, defending, he does everything, and they follow his lead, and they got a big lead here at the end of one.
33-22 the count. Philadelphia off to a very good first quarter of play. Sonics shot 53%, but is still down 11 at the end of one in Philadelphia here on FSN. Sixers lead by 11 as we head toward the second quarter of play, and snap the Sonics have turned the ball over. Philly's taken advantage. They've been running.
Yeah, you got to limit your turnovers because this is what turns them loose, and they got 2 great passers in Miller and Iguodala, and they've had an impact in that first quarter of play. Both of them scored it and assisted it, and you know, Philly's feeling pretty good about themselves right now. So you got to get into them and be more assertive.
Luke up top for 3 off the back rim. Young with a rebound. The Sonics turned the ball over 6 times, and Philly scored 13 points off turnovers. Iguodala. Of course, that defensive pressure allows guys like Iguodala to put on the track shoes, sprint down the floor, and get nasty at the cup. Iguodala holding, looking inside.
Sonic showing zone.
Williams drives right into it. Missed the step back. Rebound tip controlled by Wilkins. Does not have numbers. He'll wait. Wilcox working the 7-footer. Smith in deep. Turns to the painted area. Hits a fall-away hopper.
What I like is the recognition that the Sonics have had when a player's in the post. They've gone to Durant when he's had a man on his back and been able to get the score. Same thing for Wilcox. So you got to continue that when you have to set up.
Williams rocker steps, passes to Iguodala, a 3, nailed it. Wow, that's the big improvement in his game over the last couple of years. The mid-range to deep shot. Ridnour walks with the basketball. He picked up the dribble and put it back down as the Sixers bluffed and showed a trap in backcourt.
You know, we talk about Iguodala and his ability to score the ball from all places out on the floor, and he's showing that he can do it. And when he was a rookie, all he was good for was a high-flying, exciting dunk, but he has really grown in the last 3 years. Foul in the backcourt.
Thaddeus Young out of Georgia Tech with the reach. Young is 6'8", 220, and when you put he and Iguodala out on the floor, you've got a 6'6" defender and a 6'8" defender, and both of them with great hops. They really complement one another. Iguodala goes to the bench. Rodney Carney, I believe, has stepped on. He has.
Reggie Evans came back in. Delambert sits down. What the Sonics want to avoid is getting trapped. So they got to make sure, because the Sixers are coming, whenever your back is turned, that ball's going to come back to the should have come back to the Sonics.
Looked like Elson tipped it. That's what they were seeing anyway. And so Philly will get it back. Jason Phillips, Mark Ayotte, and Tom Washington are officials tonight here in Philadelphia. Philly with Jason Smith in deep, out to Carney. Out of Memphis, good shooter, in and out. Rebound recovered by Thaddeus Young.
With this group, they've got to limit them to one opportunity. You got no Miller, you got no Iguodala to set the stage. All of these guys work on their own, with the exception of Lou Williams. So,
look out! Look out! Snap! Reggie Evans scores, and there he is. The mischievous Evans, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 6 shooting from the field in 10 minutes of work.
You know, Reggie Evans will give the ball up as you watch the zone shift, and then they find him right in the hole in the zone, and Reggie crawls another one in. He's having a great first half of play.
From Pensacola, Florida, he was part of the trade that sent him from Seattle to Denver and netted the Supersonics Earl Watson eventually. The 3-team deal, multiplayer constructed deal. Drive and kick. Williams sets up Smith for the set shot, and Philly shooting lights out right now.
Watch out.
Sixers at 58%. Come to get Elson. He gets rid of it to Jelabal. 16-point lead just like that for the Sixers. 9:28 to go in the second. Wow, the Sonics have run into a buzzsaw.
Well, they're shooting a high percentage, the Sixers, and it seems like everything they throw up is going in. Wilcox across the middle and one.
Weezy's fouled, steps up. The Sonics just need to maintain contact with the Sixers. I don't know. Can they continue to shoot 58% out there?
Well, they're not going to, but you also got to continue to be able to score the ball. So they can't give them one of those big leads, and then you're chasing the entire ball game. So they got to start whittling in on this 14-point advantage right now.
Philadelphia on the year, 46% as a team from the field. Wilcox has a three-point play. Lewis Williams will push it up the floor. Evans again, the man in the middle of that zone, wanted the ball, won't get it. Carney will bounce across the arc here to Young. Back to Carney, hesitates, drives, hook pass in the corner, and Lewis Williams drills a three. Smith steals the pass up the floor to Jelabal, saves it, but threw it the width of the floor and out of bounds. Philadelphia is just a quick defensive basketball team here in the early going, and they have forced Sonic turnovers and have taken advantage to the tune of a 16-point lead.
Yeah, they've been just a little bit sharper and more aggressive at the outset of this ball game, and they've got to get the Sonics back to being aggressive.
Sonics basketball on FSN, brought to you tonight by the Emerald Queen Hotel and Casino, welcoming R&B sensation Music Soul Child for one night only, March 29th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. By Money Tree, your cash solution, and by your Western Washington Toyota dealers, moving you forward. I was thinking of Don Cornelius.
I'm sure that you were, and I was just thinking, they cannot imagine you as a DJ playing tunes without losing your mind.
I just once before my career is over to host Soul Train, just once.
Once?
Well, just one. I mean, that's all I need is just one shot. Don Cornelius was my main man when I was growing up. Don Cornelius was the epitome of cool. 8:43 to go, second quarter. Jelabal banks it in on the left side.
The Sonics are shooting 52%. They have just got to take better care of the basketball, and they're right back in this. Watch out.
And get some stops. Wilcox up the middle with the slammer. Crowd like that one. 12-point lead for the Sixers, and Wilcox with 11 points tonight. Evans screens high. Williams off the pick. Jason Williams, the set shot. Or I should say Jason Smith. Won't go. Sonics rebound. Jelabal's done some work. And a steal on that last trip down to set up the fast break dunk by Wilcox.
There you go. That's what Wilkins has got to do. He tried to put it out there, and Jason Smith slapped it away.
Young fella spikes it. Young the other way. 17 to shoot. Carney flings it inside to Thaddeus Young. Beautiful left-handed hook. Sweeps it up and in. 7 points for Thaddeus Young. Wilcox the other way.
Turned it over.
Carney, long dribble strides to Young. Tried to tuck it in. Blocked by Jelabal. Seattle the other way. Wilkins for three. Got it. Damian comes back. Oh, the Sonics needed that.
Well, he pulled up out there where he can see everybody, so he won't get anything knocked back at him. Down by 11.
Seattle shooting, as Snap mentioned, high percentage, 55%, but they've turned it over 8 times. Williams sneaks to the baseline. Step back, no. Rednauer the rebound. Iguodala getting set to come back into the Sixers. Seattle starting to find their legs now. Wilcox.
Damian the last time cleared through, and he needs to clear through now. Otherwise, Weezy doesn't have any room to work. Backs up and knocks that one in. So Wilcox getting a little rhythm here. He's got 9 1/4.
He is on a tear. 13 now for the game. Williams along with Carney and Young out there. Smith and Evans, and a timeout called by Philadelphia. With 6:41 left in the first half, a long way to go in this one. The Sixers have jumped out to a lead at 45-36. 45-36, Philadelphia out on top of the Sonics. 6:41 left here in the second period. Along with Steve Snapper Jones, Jen Mueller, Kevin Calabro on hand in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Friday night in Philly, they're turning it loose. And the Sixers have turned it loose. The defensive effort against the Supersonics, forcing turnovers on the Sonics in the first quarter. 6 of them in the first quarter, 13 points off of turnovers for Philadelphia. But Sonics are showing some signs now. Snap, a 9-2 scoring run.
Well, they've had a nice little spurt led by Chris Wilcox. They've been able to reinvigorate their offense, which was pretty good at the end of one, on a 9-2 run now over the last 240. So Maurice Cheeks wants to make some substitutions and quiet things down.
Miller and Iguodala are back in with D'Alembert and Evans and Kearney. 12 to shoot between defenders. Miller splits a pair, lays it off for D'Alembert for the bucket and a foul. So D'Alembert will head to the free throw line, and that again set up by Miller and his ability to put his head down and get his shoulders between two defenders and create some space. D'Alembert from Haiti hits the free throw. 9 points for Samuel D'Alembert. 12-point lead for the Sixers. 6:24 to go first half.
Instead of Don Cornelius, you better realize you come back here and be the Philadelphia PA announcer when you decide to retire. Because they've had some great ones, and they really rolled the names off.
Agreed. Turnaround jumper is good. Matt Cord is the public address announcer here in Philadelphia. Of course, the great Dave Zinkoff gave it the old Julius Erving treatment. He was fabulous. And he has a banner up here in the rafters, does Zinkoff. There's a look at Matt. Big fan of Pearl Jam, he was telling me before the game. Rebound Evans, tried to stick it back up, but he walked with a basketball. But Reggie continues to do work down in the paint.
Well, Reggie is revved up. The Joker is involved here early in the ball game. You know, and if he's giving you points, he's giving you bonus points, and he's going to do the rebounding, the defending, and the agitating.
Cross-court pass, Ridnour the skip to Green. And high to Collison. Green the back cut, but Evans seals him off. Forced to shoot the jumper over him. D'Alembert the rebound. Andre Miller, he's going to take Ridnour down deep. No, he won't. Try to feed to D'Alembert. Blocked away on the front by Collison. Seattle running. Green has numbers. Out ahead to Wilcox. Reels it in, slams it, but a foul called on the pass.
Iguodala knew that he was in trouble. He gave a foul before that pass could be caught by Wilcox. But this is a great idea from Jeff. Right there, the foul. So now the foul takes place. No continuation.
Green will bring it in bounds. Weezy's got to step on D'Alembert, but hurry to pass. Intercepted by Evans. Iguodala in the early offense. Surges to the inline. Lobs it ahead to D'Alembert for the two-hand slam. Iguodala smiling broadly. I thought that was a shot, but what a pass. What was that? What was it, Snap?
That was a pass. That's what I'm telling you. I mean, you know, he shares the ball a lot. I mean, everybody that plays with him is amazed at his ability to find him.
5 assists for Iguodala. Nice pass in there. Collison to Green for the right-hander. 50-40 to count.
10-point game. They got to keep chipping away. You got to start at the point of attack by putting some pressure on Andre Miller if you possibly can.
Kearney trying to go one-on-one. Dribbled it into a turnover. Jellival steals it, but his pass is intercepted. And Iguodala finds D'Alembert again at the cup.
You don't see him enough to appreciate his all-around ability, but he is a very gifted and talented player who loves to keep everybody involved.
Iguodala with 6 assists we're referring to. 10 points as well. D'Alembert has been the recipient of a few of those, and he hits a free throw. 14 points for it. Samuel D'Alembert. All right, Earl Watson's back in for the Sonics with 16 to shoot. He'll run the offense.
You get it down to 10 and quickly a three-point play, and you're looking at 13 again. Got to keep playing ball. Tough shot, Wilcox. He's having a big quarter as well as D'Alembert.
15 for Chris on 7 of 9 shooting. It wasn't like that was an easy when D'Alembert was right up there on him. Iguodala. Looking to D'Alembert, slips the screen. Intercepted by Watson. The pass to Evans. Green, the 1-2 into the lane. Hammered and fouled. Iguodala clipped him, and then Carney falls over him.
They get a mistake and out of it an early push, and Iguodala trying to make the save, can't get it. So that's the second personal foul against Iguodala. That may be the only way that the Sonics get him out of the game, is to get him in foul trouble, because he's having an impact in all areas.
Take a look at our Dodge Hustle board tonight here in Philadelphia. Fast break points, 11-7 Philly. Steals, Sixers 6, Sonics 4. And points off turnovers, 15 for Philly. And the Sonics with 8. Green splits a pair of free throws. Miller and Iguodala, along with Evans and D'Alembert and Young for the Sixers. With Durant back in, Wilcox, Collison, Green, and Watson out there. Green runs out to collect Iguodala. Andre sweeps the crossover off the pick, elevates for the jumper, and the rebound is held by Wilcox. Watson sneaks off the pick. Collison pops, finds Green. Quiet crowd here in Philadelphia.
You know, and it's a very cynical crowd. Wilcox with a hard move, you know. They have to see it all the time before they start really giving you their heart and soul. So they're sitting on their hands because this team has been up and down at home. Wilcox with a quick move to the baseline, going to get the quick step, and he is challenged inside by Andre Miller. Wilcox is having a sizzling second quarter.
No pro championships in Philadelphia since the Sixers in 1983. Chris Wilcox will have a bobblehead night coming up March 14th against the Timberwolves. First 10,000 fans get the third and final bobblehead. Supersonics.com for special $10 ticket offer. And log on to Supersonics.com tonight for a special $10 ticket.
So the lead is 9, and they got to continue to whittle away. But you don't want to give Iguodala wide open opportunities like that. Even though he didn't cash it, he had a good scoring chance.
Watson will run the other way. He'll probe, pick up the dribble. 17 to shoot. Collison hedges outside to screen on Miller. Watson. Durant to Green. Philly comes with 2 defenders at the ball, Young and Evans. Green grabs his own miss outside to Durant.
See, they're packing it in the zone, so you're going to have better ball movement and better shot selection. They got a shot clock violation.
Well, they reset the clock, but the officials are saying that the ball did not hit the rim. It looked from here as if it did hit the rim, however. So they'll take a look at this, and the officials, I believe, are going to rule that it did not. It's just a matter of. Take a look again.
This one doesn't get anything. You know, it looked like it was going to be a good shot for Wilcox, but it comes down, and Collison retrieved it. So there was no rim on that attempt. But they're giving him 13 on the shot clock. That's a lot of time back there. That's what Andre Miller said. I mean, I want to give him 13. Maybe give him 13, give him 5 or 6.
I think 13 is going to stand. Meantime, PJ comes out. He's having a discussion with Reggie Evans out on the court.
Said, Reggie, stop it.
Reggie was saying, well, why didn't I get that Christmas card from you, PJ? Get no love from you. 53-44 count. The Sixers lead the Sonics. We've got a timeout here with 2:39 remaining. in the first half from Philadelphia, PA. (53-44), Philadelphia leading Seattle with 2:39 left in the second quarter of play. A look at our Western Conference playoff structure. If things were to begin today, the Spurs would meet the Warriors, with the Jazz squaring off against the Red Hot Rockets, who won their 17th in a row, defeating Dallas at Dallas last night. The Hornets would meet the Suns, and the Lakers and the Mavericks would square off head-to-head. Some really compelling series in the first round in the Western Conference.
Could be a tussle for everybody in that first round, and they could see 6 or 7 if those matchups hold.
Sonics inbounds. Wilcox the pass to Collison. Went up and drew D'Alembert onto his body for the foul, and then the ball got free, and Squibb shots off the glass and in. So Nick will get a two-pointer, and now the free throw.
The Sonics are shooting a very high percentage. They're almost shooting 56% themselves, and Collison got whacked, but the ball was going in the right direction, hit the right spot on the glass. Now you have a chance for a three-point play. You get Alec coming out of the ball game.
Iguodala has 2 fouls with 2:36 remaining. 6-0 run by the Sonics. Nick for the free throw off the mark, and Evans with the rebound. Sonics have trailed by as many as 13.
Cut that lead down to 7.
Backing down is Willie Green, but Watson won't allow him any real estate, so Green says, okay, I'll hit the turnaround jumper.
Now, Willie Green is a scorer, and now he's given Earl Watson the treatment that Durant was giving him early, just backing him down and jumping over him.
Durant defended on the wing by Young, back cuts, gets the pass, but he's in deep and double, finds Collison outside. Beautiful Jimmy from mid-range in front of his own bench, and the assist to Durant that pulls the Sonics back within 7. Minute 50 to go in the first half. Willie Green for 3. Collison tips it and controls it, taking it away from D'Alembert.
Willie Green back in that position and got him in trouble early. Collison couldn't handle that pass from Durant.
Nice pass. Thaddeus Young bouncing ahead to Green for the lay-in. 57-48. Minute 20 to go in the first half. BJ pops off the bench. He's going to call a play from the bench.
He's trying to get the ball back to Kevin Durant. Watson said, "Where's my foul?"
Well, eventually a whistle.
He's over Watson. He's over Tom Watson and saying, "Tom, you got to make that call. You can't let that guy underneath the basket make that call."
Mark Ayotte does make the call. It's on Thaddeus Young. Watson shoots 2 with Petro and Wilkins getting set to come in. Next week, FSN will bring you the Pacific Life Pac-10 tournament with live tournament coverage starting Wednesday night. 10 teams set to do battle for an automatic bid into March Madness. Coverage begins Wednesday here on FSN and FSN HD. UCLA shaking things up with a win last night in overtime over Stanford.
Shaking things up, they got lucky.
Well, if you're a Cardinal fan, you'll say they got a call, is what you'll say. They got a call.
That was a clean block. I don't know what the officials saw.
57-56ers. A minute 2 left in the half. Green off the pick, elevates, hits.
Willie Green is the scorer, and he's coming out with the scorer's mentality. 6 straight points for Green.
A minute left now. Watson to the end line. Tippy toes into the paint. Finds Petro wide open at the rim. Missed it. Rebound volleyed away from Young. Stays in the play to Thaddeus Young. Jabs it to Evans. Up ahead to D'Alembert. Had beaten everybody back and slams it.
10 in the quarter for Samuel D'Alembert.
11-point lead for Philly. Wilkins hesitates. Drives Green baseline left. Jump stops. Leans in over the traffic. Laid it in. Nice move. Philly by 9, and the Sonics on the road hanging tough.
Just got to keep working. They got to take better care of the ball when we come back from the intermission and continue to score it. They've been scoring at a high rate.
D'Alembert walks out of bounds with the lob pass. The Sonics are giving up 113 a game. And tonight they've given up 61 halfway through this one with 16 seconds left. Presumably we'll have the last possession. Philly scored 33 in the first quarter. Here's Watson at the point. Durant curls off the pick. Uh-oh, 2 to shoot. Better get rid of it. Does. The 3 dances off. And that ends our first half from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The score at the end of one half. The Sixers 61. The Sonics 52. Steve Snapper Jones returns along with Jen Mueller halfway through from Philadelphia in a moment.
Welcome to Jack in the Box. Sonics at the half. We're live at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where the Sixers lead the Sonics 61-52. The Sonics need to continue that running and gunning and offense from Kevin Durant to get back in this. Let's bring in Steve Snapper Jones now, our expert. And Steve, when the Sonics are able to run and when they're able to get stops on defense, they can actually claw their way back into this one in spurts.
Well, this is a game in which they're going to have some intelligent play in the second half, take better care of the basketball, but they've done a great job of sharing the basketball. When they were down double digits, they got on a 9-2 run, and they had several people involved, and it started with a yellow ball bank shot from the outside, and in transition, Wilcox, being Wilcox, played over the top. A lot of authority, and Damian Wilkins got in with the 3. So if they can continue to score the ball and then cut down on their own mistakes, they have a chance to get back in. If both teams shooting over 55% for the first half of play, Wilcox leading the way with a big second quarter, 12 points in the quarter.
He had some key buckets there to keep the Sonics in it. And Chris Wilcox is our Jack in the Box first half leaders tonight. When we come back, we're going to be talking Mariners. We're going to send it back to our FSN Live studios in Bellevue for a Mariners update from Peoria. And we'll hear more from the Sonics coaches on what exactly Seattle needs to do in the second half against Philadelphia. The Sixers lead 61-52 at the break.
Welcome back to Jack in the Box. Sonics at the half, where the Sixers right now are having their own way. 61-52. Score here halfway. Hot shooting. Sixers shooting nearly 59%, 56% shooting for the Supersonics.
Well, both teams are shooting the ball well. We always talk about basketball is a game of mistakes, and the team that makes the fewest mistakes is usually the one that wins. And what happened in this ball game was the Sonics made a lot of turnovers in that first half that turned into points for the 76ers, who were toasting it at a high level. And the numbers tell us that you get rid of the mistakes, you're right back in the ball game. 10 turnovers for the Sonics, but 17 points.
Seattle's been giving up a lot of points lately, 113 to the opponents over the last 5 games. So a dangerous trend setting in.
Well, they just have to get more than the opponents in. So they got to get 115.
That's not a bad idea. That'd be a very entertaining game. I'd love to see that.
Then things will turn in their favor.
Right. They'll just outscore them. But Snap, you got to have stops. Sonics have not had the stops, and for the most part, Philadelphia's been able to control the glass.
Well, there's 2 guys that have really given them scoring that you didn't expect. You didn't expect D'Alembert to come up with a big second quarter.
Right.
He's their leading scorer with 16, and then Reggie Evans would get 9. So that's 25 points that you weren't expecting to get.
Wild card guys, we talk about them a lot. Let's send it down to the court now. Jen Mueller standing by with Coach Paul Westhead.
Yeah, and he's not just a coach, he's also a hometown favorite here. So it's convenient that we got him tonight. Coach, we've seen you guys play in spurts on the offensive end, getting some runs and getting a little bit going. But what needs to happen to really sustain that in the second half?
Well, we just need to spread the ball around a little bit. Kevin Durant got off real good in the first quarter, and then we couldn't get him a lot of shots in the second quarter. Chris Wilcox is playing terrific inside. We're going to keep working that inside game. We just have to get Earl and our guys to get out and run the break a little bit more and spread the offense, and we'll be fine. And if we can keep D'Alembert off the boards, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, any quick defensive adjustments to slow him down?
Well, we just got to keep him away. He's an active inside rebounder. We got to stop D'Alembert.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. And guys, when they talk about stopping him, the Sixers had 34 points in the paint in the first half. Definitely a number they'd like to see drop in the second half.
Well, it's like Steve was saying, Jen, that you've got Dalembert and Evans doing real good work tonight, and then there's the dribble penetration of Miller, and then, oh yeah, Iguodala on the break. They're coming at you a lot of ways.
They come at you in a lot of ways, and if they're going to try to get into this team defensively, you got to start at the point of attack. You got to control Andre Miller. You got to control Andre Iguodala. These guys are the playmakers, and when they're making plays for Dalembert and Evans, then you know you're in trouble because they're also players that can go and get their own.
How about the job Thaddeus Young did, too, in 12 minutes? Hit 7 points, hit 5 rebounds out there, and did not turn the ball over. And that's great production from a rookie off your bench.
Well, you know, their bench is giving them 13, 14 points, and the Sonics bench is chipped in the same number. The only guys that haven't scored in this ball game, Luke Rittenauer 0 for 1, and Rodney Carney 0 for 1. Everybody else has got something going in this game.
Got something to smile about. Pac-10 basketball comes your way tomorrow on FSN. The Huskies and the Cougs do battle in both their regular season finales. Washington takes on Washington State tomorrow, 4:30, right here on FSN. Sonic ball to begin things here in this third period. Game to be played in Seattle between the Huskies and the Cougs. 8 to shoot now for Watson. Pick and roll. Wilcox leans in. Nice play set coming out of the timeout. Coming out onto the court with your first possession to get within 7.
If you want to continue that trend, you know, you got to get sticky at the point of attack. Whoever has the ball has got to have a lot of difficulty in making passes or making shots. Miller on the drive. Taken away by Watson.
Miller's so good at just getting low, like you said, just sneaking in. That time Earl was lower.
6 on the shot clock, so everybody in green's got to be aware where the shot clock is.
Iguodala will come to it, spins, drives. He steps back with 2 seconds on the shot clock and uncorks a beauty. Wow. He has literally done it all tonight. He has a dozen.
Nick looked like he wanted to get all the way to the rim and then saw Dalembert and stopped.
Evans the rebound. Sixers the other way. Green off the Evans pick. Elevating to the open pop. Nope. Collison clears it out of there away from Evans. And Watson will take it the other way. Sonics down 9. Durant did not have a shot attempt in the second quarter. Paul West had alluded to that. Collison to Watson. Drills it from the baseline.
They went into a zone. You know, for much of that second quarter, Durant was out, and when he came back in, he never got a chance to take advantage of his mismatch with Willie Green.
And at times they were switching Miller on him and then Iguodala. Here's Green now with it. 7 to shoot. Green off the Evans pick. Evans delays, walks to the basketball.
That's why you never go outside of 3 feet. You don't get the violations. See, and there you can take one more step and you're at the basket.
Well, that's why you shouldn't feed him the ball out there. Reggie, get down there.
No. You know, they don't never come out.
Yeah. 7-point lead. Key possession here with 10 minutes to go in the third. And Durant turns, got an open look and nailed it. The Sonics maybe going back to Kevin Durant. Certainly need to because he started off red hot. Had 3 of his first 4 shots.
A 5-point game.
Green comes right back. Sails that one along. Jeff Green with a rebound. Here's Watson the other way. 9:40 to play in the third. Will pull up for 3. And an air ball. Saved by Collison. But that leads to a 5-on-4 advantage. Iguodala will take it. Lobs ahead to Reggie Evans. Had it blocked. Collison came down, recovered, and got a piece. And off of Philly, hands out of bounds.
Yeah, they told him no more of that easy stuff for you, Reggie. You have to get this over some hands. And Collison makes a great reaction to get a piece of that ball. And then the ball falls off of Reggie Evans.
Nick starts the third quarter for Petro, who had been starting at the beginning of tonight's play. 63-58. Seattle down 5. Watson working the point here at the near sideline. Green edges over in the vicinity to get it.
Well, Green on Green right now. So they come back to Durant. Nice drive. Got bumped, got no call, got to say something.
D'Alembert the rebound. Quick outlet pass. Miller. The pull up. Sonics match up. Iguodala's met by Green. Spins. Leaves it off for Evans. Then we'll get new dribbles from Evans. Collison again fights Evans off that rebound. And a foul's going to be called on Philadelphia.
Iguodala came in at the last minute trying to make a steal and picked up his third personal foul. A little upset with Reggie Evans, got in the way. He started his drive and he said, I was going all the way.
Early shooting. Philly comes out 1 of 5. The Sonics are 500. Down by 5. Durant turns.
He didn't know what he wanted to do when he came off that
Was he
curl.
attempted to dump it down? Here's Miller the other way.
He was, and then he decided he was open and it cost him.
Watson will bring it the other way. 7-point lead for Philadelphia. Sixers 7th in the Eastern Conference with 33 losses, 28 wins. Durant 3 to shoot. Scoots a pass by Wilcox through a by him out of bounds. So the Sixers are recipient of an unforced error by the Sonics.
Yeah, and the Sonics were fighting the shot clock. PJ's up yelling 6 on the shot clock, and nobody really realized it, and they scooted it out of bounds.
Seattle shooting 54% for the game, and the Sixers at 55. Both teams with 11 turnovers. Andre Miller. Miller at 25 points in their 119-point production and a win over the Phoenix Suns on the road. They went 2-1 on that trip. Green drives in, missed it lefty, but D'Alembert there to close the case with a two-hand slam. Sixers take a 9-point lead after Seattle had possession. Down 5 and turn it over on consecutive trips down. 7:30 to go and a timeout called by the Sonics, who trail Philadelphia now 67-58 here from the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia leading it here 67-58, 7:30 to go in the third period. The Soups had possession, down 5, what, about a minute and a half ago, but turned the ball over on consecutive possessions. One on a Kevin Durant miss and the other on a bad pass to Wilcox.
11 turnovers, 19 points off of those turnovers, and this smells a lot like the turnover game that they had against Minnesota, and they were able to get their way out of. So they got to be able to play through, get that lead back down to 9, and know what they want to run when they have to play in the half court.
67-58, 7:28 to go, third quarter. Seattle will bring it in bounds.
The Sixers have been in a funny little zone, and out of it, there have been some misreads, some miscatches. Sonics get that one back, and they're fortunate, 8 on the clock.
In the zone, they had D'Alembert on that trip down on the wing to kind of shadow Durant. Green will bring it in, 8 to shoot. Nice pass. Finds Watson in the corner for 3, but missed it. D'Alembert falls down the rebound. He has 9 boards with 18 points. Look at that pass. The dump down by Miller, and Evans with a self-check at the rim. After all, he's only 6'8". And a foul called. It'll be Sonic ball.
Well, you say he's not a candidate for the slam dunk contest?
No. In his own mind. In his own mind.
He's waiting for the invitation.
Oh, you know he is. You know he is. 7:05 to go, third quarter. Watson drives and kicks. Durant centering pass to Collison. Nice shift of the weight on Evans. Evans, though, persists and got a piece. And it appeared that it rolled off of Iguodala and Evans out of bounds, but they'll give it back to Philly.
They've got to have a better idea of what they want to do offensively, other than give it back to the Sixers.
Yeah, that hasn't worked for him. 13 to shoot. Green dribble handoff to Iguodala. Steps back from the elbow. Swish.
Jeff Green is guarding Iguodala, and Jeff Green could be another Andre Iguodala. We pick a lot of different people that Jeff Green has the kind of versatility. Iguodala is a perfect example. He's got to learn how to play, and respond the way that Iguodala does. Ball taken away by Reggie.
Active hands. Evans to Miller to Green. Off it comes to Iguodala. Pirouettes, goes lefty over the clutter. Missed it. Durant with a rebound. 24 Sonic, or I should say Sixer points off of Seattle turnovers this evening. 69-58. Green leans in. Tough mid-range jump shot. And the Sonics are hanging right there, down 9. Miller wants to push now. But the Sonics recover and get into the paint.
Willie Green down here is just going to try to overpower Earl Watson.
Willie Green, 6'3", stout of stature, about 210 pounds. Watson steers it the other way now. 11-point Sixer lead.
Well, coming out of Detroit Mercy, Willie Green was a big-time scorer. So they've been waiting on him. He had a real bad knee injury 2 summers ago, had a big contract on the line.
Durant drives and kicks to Watson. Green for 3. Rebound tipped and controlled by D'Alembert. Iguodala now on the mark. Crosses over, slams the pass into Evans. Blocked by Green from behind. There's a foul called inside on Seattle.
That tells you Iguodala can see. I mean, he slapped that pass in there, and Reggie was just fortunate he was standing under the goal, and somebody pounded him on the back. But you cannot go to sleep if you're a teammate of Iguodala's and you're anywhere in a position to score the ball, because it'll hit you in the head.
Well, somebody should have hit me in the head a moment ago, because I had the Huskies playing the Cougars in Seattle. That is at Pullman. Pullman tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. UW and the number 23 Cougs at Pullman. Last game of the regular season for both clubs. Evans at the line, draws iron on the free throw, rolled in. 4 Sixers now in double-figure scoring. Evans with 10 and D'Alembert with 18. The 2 wild cards. 12-point lead now for the Sixers. 4:56 left in the third. Watson picks up the dribble. He swarms. Collison spins away from the lunging defensive Green. Gives to Durant. Back to Nick. Freelancing out there right now, and he gets a nice mid-range shot.
Well, what's happening is whenever they come together, the Sixers are going to double team the ball, and then they're going to scramble out of it. So they've got to pass and cut without bringing 2 defenders to them.
Inside they go deep to Evans. He's inside that 3-foot area. Missed it. Rebound to Collison.
Well, they already got their bonus points. Nice steal, Andre Miller.
Miller with his and he's going to go up top and jam it. But he had a little Reggie Evans in him that time.
But he knows he's not getting invited to the slam dunk contest.
He just eased it over the rim, and it nearly popped out. 12-point lead for the Sixers. 4:02 left in the third. Durant takes Iguodala on a Wilcox screen. Jabbed away. Better shoot it, Kev. 5-4 into the lane. Got into the air with 2. And the Sonics will take it with 2. Last touch by, I think, by Evans down there.
Well, he went too far. When he was at the free throw line, he had a jump shot. He should have taken it right there. At least get a shot in the air. Mass substitution for the Sonics. Wilcox, Green.
Wilkins and Petro are in with Collison and Durant and Watson. 2 to shoot now. Wilkins got to get it in. Did to Watson, straight up into the lane to the glass. Missed the lay-in. Green the rebound, releasing Iguodala. Now there's a guy who can throw it. That's the way you do it. Yep. Cock it back and fly.
He's a former slam dunk champion.
Well, say it. Leave it to the experts. Right? 14.6 lead. 3:28 to go in the third. Wilkins off the screen. Tip. Well, the Sonics were within 5 with possession midway through. Well, not what, 4 minutes ago or so. And now where are they? Down 14. What happened?
They got to start off. They've not had a good idea of where they wanted to score the ball offensively, which is resulting in turnovers.
You know what's next, don't you?
I have no idea.
Look at your screen. So am I. Coming at you. Get ready. Put the thinking cap on. Well, the Sixers have gone on a tear here in the last 6 minutes of play, and they have now taken a lead of 14. 3:22 left in the third quarter. With Steve Snapper-Jones, Jim Bueller, Kevin Calabro on hand. It's time now for the award-winning program. Not sure what award it was we won. May have been a Peabody. I don't think so. May have been a Sherman. The mystery man, I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, was drafted by the Sixers in '99, 47th pick. I played in back-to-back NBA Finals, but with different teams. Allen Iverson actually trusted me and would give me the basketball because I could score in my days at the University of Washington as a senior playing for the Huskies. Averaged nearly 19 points and 12 rebounds.
Todd McCullough.
Todd McCullough. That's not him dribbling. That's Todd. That's Bosco. That's Jake Bosco. There's Todd McCullough. But he had unfortunately had a nerve problem in his feet that made it almost unbearable even to stand. Miller, fall-away jumper, good. But Todd, now we are happy to report, is enjoying a nice career as a color commentator for Tom McGinnis on the Philadelphia 76ers radio network. They do a great job. That's a good sounding broadcast. 14 to shoot. Durant pull up Jimmy. Got it. So Kevin comes back, knocks it down. You know, he didn't get an attempt in the second quarter. Nice lead pass to Smith. But broken up by the hustling Nick Collison. Todd McCullough. You know, McCullough is now he's a pinball champion of sorts. He plays competitive pinball. He's got this huge arcade in his home over on Bainbridge Island in Washington. Makes his off-season home in the great state of Washington.
So where's the competitions being held?
Pinball champion. I don't know. Maybe probably Vegas. You know, that's where they have all that stuff in Vegas. They have actually. He was telling me they have world rankings.
He ranked?
He's apparently ranked. I guess in the top. I don't know, 200 in the world pinball champion. Here's Smith to the line from Colorado State. He hits. 2:41 to go, third quarter. 80-64, 16.6 lead. Yeah. No, there are more than 5 people in the pinball rankings. Here's Durant. Checked by Olsen. Now pursued by Thaddeus Young. Young at 6'8", and Durant at 6'9", trying to turn the corner, can't, ran out of ground, snap, and slips out of bounds with it.
You know, he's been in that position many times this season, trying to use the quickness, and as he steps, he doesn't get a good plant, and his feet go from underneath him, and it's a turnover.
So, Iguodala now will bring it up. And Miller is posted on Ridnour. Will come up the lane and screen for Smith, who puts it on the deck and scores on a pull-up Jimmy. Largest lead of the night held by the Sixers. They are up 18 with 2:04 left here in the third.
The Sonics have got some work to do. They've got 14 minutes to figure out how to get back in this game and reel the Sixers back in. At one time, it looked like they were going to do it here in the third quarter of play when they got within 5.
Ridnour chest pass left side. Wilkins inside. It comes to Elson. 15 to shoot.
But this zone has given them problems. Elson said, "No problem with me."
D'Alembert comes up limping. And Miller now will handle. Off to Iguodala. Out of notion. Backing in, Samuel D'Alembert. Nice fake. Leans by Petro and scores it. 18-point lead now with 1:26 to go in the third. And mishandled outside by Petro, trying to find Durant.
Well, Durant asked for it. He said, "No, I'm not giving it to you." Then Durant cut back door, and the ball came through the sideline.
How many turnovers on the Suns? 16 for 25 points. Miller. 32-year-old Miller giving to Iguodala now his 4th year. Squares and hits. Boy, he is something. 18 points for Iguodala, 7 assists. He's at 8 of 15 from the field.
You know, here's an interesting thing coming out of the Pac-10. Iguodala or Luke Jackson. Which would be the best pro? Many thought it would be Luke Jackson.
Why?
Because he could shoot the ball.
Better score.
But Iguodala was the better athlete, the better all-round player, and is proving that he's going to be in the NBA for a much longer time, as Luke has been in and out of the developmental league.
Yeah. And to be fair to him, he missed his first year in the league with an injury. Here's Miller the other way. Miller. Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus had a terrific first half. 7 points, 5 rebounds, didn't turn it over. And now on the post, he is fouled. He'll head to the line. Who's your rookie of the year this year, Snap?
Durant.
Okay.
Followed by Horford.
And maybe this kid, huh?
Now he ain't getting enough playing time.
Okay.
He's good, but I mean, you know, he's just now starting to make some imprint on all of those that he devoted.
Yeah, he did not play first half of the season. In fact, Young has logged minutes in now 14 games as a starter. He has appeared in 53. Hits the first and the second. Natural left-hander, played and started for Georgia Tech his freshman season. Started and played all 31. 11 seconds left in the third. 88-66. Bedauer bounces to Durant. He avoids Young. Outside Elson, better shoot it. Didn't. Tipped away. Iguodala trying to push it toward the rim and maybe make something happen.
You know, there's a joy about the way Iguodala plays.
Yes.
You know, he really has fun when he's out there, and it's kind of infectious with his teammates.
Very fluid guy and seems to have no problem carrying the load, being the man. Some players they're very gifted, and the one that pops out in my mind is Lamar Odom, Snap, who just is not comfortable being the 1 or the 2 star, but he's a great third guy.
Yeah, you know.
We've got 3 in the books now here in Philadelphia, and the Sixers on a 27-14 run in the third. Take a commanding lead. We'll be right back to see what the Sonics have left in the tank. Everybody to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Sixers cruising right now, up 22 as we start the fourth quarter of play. Lewis Williams begins the action here with Thaddeus Young, Rodney Carney, Samuel D'Alembert. The man from Colorado State, Jason Smith, is in the corner ready. He's going to fire a 3, Snap. Missed it.
Well, they need more of those from Jason Smith. This group that's out on the floor. Smith, wow, nice pass for Jeff Green, but he couldn't finish the play.
Philly the other way. Carney has it jabbed away by Wilkins. Steers it ahead to Green. This time he'll attack the rim and finger roll it in on the finish. The Sixers want to call a 20-second timeout. What's this all about for Maurice Cheeks here?
Hey, we worked real hard to get this lead. You're just going to give it away? Just going to give it back? I'll take you all out of the game.
You got his young guys out there. You suppose this is an opportunity to teach, as they say?
Well, it's an opportunity for them to get playing time. It's also a time that if they don't play well, they'll get back on the bench. But they got D'Alembert, Young, Carney, Smith, and Lou Williams. Now, this is the team that he wants to see play well with the lead. They don't want to see this lead go bye-bye and get down into the 10, 12-point lead range with the 2-3 minutes gone in the quarter.
See a game reset. Philly 58%, Seattle 51%, and a 21-9 fast break advantage held by the Sixers. Lewis Williams, left side of the arc, missed it. Elson with a rebound. Meantime, PJ addressed his guys and said, just get out there and play. And Elson tries to dribble the ball across midcourt, panic rather than just picking it up, Snap.
What are big guys good for? 1, 2 dribbles max. He tried to go for 3, and we got a mistake.
And then pick it up.
You know, and Luke is telling me, give it here. Just give it to me next time, okay?
Samuel D'Alembert along with Carney. And now Young. Thaddeus faces up. Twists and turns. He's a natural left-hander. Bumped by Wilkins. Young will shoot 2. No, he won't. No shots. Well, okay. Young has 9 and 5 tonight. D'Alembert will screen high. Boy, has he been active. He and Evans set a tone in that first quarter. There's some hops from Young on the miss by Smith for the two-hander.
Well, you got to box. Nobody boxed him that time as he chased the Smith and chased the miss from Jason Smith.
22-point lead. Sixers beat the Sonics by 8 earlier this year, back on the 31st of December. 8 to shoot. Elson swings it out to Green. 5 to shoot. Get it off. He will. D'Alembert tumbles into the crowd after saving a rebound. Beautiful play. Sixers come 4 on 5. Petro the rebound. Luke ahead to Green. Ridnour for 3. That's off the mark. Ridnour still looking for a score. Young the other way. Drives right up the boulevard. Hangs in the air and finger rolled it in.
First rule of defense, stop the ball. Nobody stopped Young.
24-point lead for Philadelphia. 9:40 to go in the fourth. Elson will face up. Swings outside to Green. Inside back to Wilkins.
Green threw a dart in there, and Damian should have been ready to catch and go up. Had to get that pump fake, and they don't get anything out of it. Now they're going to get a foul, so Damian will go to the line.
Sonics move on to Toronto on Sunday afternoon for the 5th game of the 7 on the trip, and then they transport on to Indiana and meet the Indiana Pacers and then the Boston Celtics in a back-to-back set. Wilkins free throw in and out. Thus far the Sonics 1 and 2 on the trip. Milwaukee put big numbers on the Sonics in the first quarter. Even though the Sonics made a run at them, they unfortunately were a little short at the end. And of course defeated Minnesota to get this road trip rolling. Here's Williams into the lane. Flips one up, but D'Alembert follows. And Sam D'Alembert has done outstanding work.
D'Alembert has been a wrecking crew. 22 points in this ball game.
And you know, Snappy's career high is 24. Wilkins on the screen of Wilcox. A foul on the screener. And Chris is tagged for the foul. That is his first. Actually second. Beg your pardon. Minutes gone by in the fourth, and the Sixers lead it 94-69. Lewis Williams, center of the court, dribble handoff to Thaddeus Young, crossing over, knifes in, switch to the right hand, and is fouled by Green. Wilkins tagged with a foul. Green was in the vicinity, and a timeout called with 8:51 left in the fourth. Sixers lead by 25. (94-69). Sixers lead the Sonics. 8:51 to go in the ball game. Immediately following our ball game tonight, special coverage of Mariners Nightly coming up after Sonics Live. Chance to win 2 tickets to opening day for the Mariners, which is not that far away. Next up for the Sonics, Sunday we will be in Toronto. The Sonics and the Raptors will get underway at the unholy hour of 10 a.m. Actually, it's 1 p.m. Toronto, 10 a.m. Pacific Coast time. 33-27 overall record for the Raptors, 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. They have lost 3 of the last 4. Chris Bosh has missed the last 3 games with a sore right knee. Don't know what his status will be for Sunday. Time changes on Sunday as well, so we got that going for us. Spring forward. Is that right? Spring forward. Young at the line, couple of free throws. He's had a nice game tonight. That is 14 points and 8 rebounds. Back comes Wilcox.
Well, they haven't had enough of that. I mean, you know, they've done some very good things in this game, but the thing that's troubled them the most has been the turnovers. 18 turnovers for 29 points, and Maurice Cheeks feels comfortable enough right now. He's letting guys that don't normally play together get a lot of playing time here in the fourth quarter.
Williams and D'Alembert, Young, Smith and Carney. Their young youth movement. Smith misses. Interesting point here that the Sixers have 6 guys in double figures. And that did not happen with Allen Iverson a great deal of the time. Here's Green. Double. Off it comes to Ridnow.
I sense a statement here.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm not sure what I'm sensing.
Trying to throw one. Williams the other way. Here's Carney outside. He misses a 3.
When they had Allen Iverson, they didn't have a lot of offensive play. I mean, when he took them to the championship, that was a defensive-minded team that needed him to score 30 or more for him to have a chance to win.
Yeah, Eric Snow was your point guard for starters.
Aaron McKee, who's been traded to the Lakers. Where was that?
That was in that. He came out of retirement. He was actually an assistant here in Philly, was he not? Here's Carney, he hits. Yeah, both he and Keith Van Horn having to work out, show up at the gym, Snap, do something other than get on the stationary bike. But that's a good way to pick up a paycheck. 26-point-6er lead with 7:15 remaining. We'll be right back in a moment on FSN. Where is he again? Sixers all over the Soups tonight, up 26 with 7:14 left in the ball game. 97-71 our score. It's time now for our U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game. Well, be unquestionably one of the tallest Marines I've ever seen. There he is, D'Alembert. What did he do right tonight, Snap?
10 of 11 from the field.
Not bad.
So a bunch of bonus points from D'Alembert, who normally is noted for his shot blocking and his rebounding. PJ giving some new guys a look now.
Mike Wilkes is in with Danielle Marshall, Mikhail Jelabal, Johan Petro, and Jeff Green. We'll give Wilkes a little run, the veteran from Rice. And his pass to Jelabal gets away. How many turns now? What is it, 19? But who's counting? Carney the other way to D'Alembert. Harvey Pollock's counting. That's who.
Well, it wouldn't be so bad if they didn't turn into points, but the turnovers have been casually to a high number of points. Last check, it was 19 for 29 points.
Yeah, it's up to 30 points now. Off turns. Carney. Dribble handoff to Thaddeus Young. Wants to spin back to get that left-handed position, and does with a nice high hanging hook on the run. Young with 16 points and 8 boards.
7 in the quarter for Young.
Jelly between defenders missing. Smith with the rebound. Carney hits.
Well, Carney had some good scoring games for them last year at the end of the season, and he's trying to make that impression on Cheeks to remember his name and get him in the game more often.
Sixers up 30. Seattle was within 5 with 9 and change left in the third. Turned it over a couple of times, and then the Sixers just put the pedal down. Outscored 27-14 in the third. Rebound tipped, grabbed by Young. Right back to the cup, laid it in.
9 for Young. The announcer just keeps saying, Thaddeus Young.
5:39 left. Sixers lead 103-71. Wilkes will stand outside with a chest pass over to Petro. Then it comes to Green. Turns on Young, spins. D'Alembert grabbed him and fouled him hard. Green will shoot 2. D'Alembert points over here at Robinson and says, come on in, get me. I'm out of here. Want to win a trip to the NBA Finals? We'll look inside specially marked packs of Double Mint Gum for your chance to go. No purchase necessary. See WrigleyHoops.com for details and free entry. Void where prohibited. Sweepstakes ends April 30th, 2008. Louis Amundsen comes out onto the court. Samuel D'Alembert will depart. And D'Alembert with a fine night tonight. 22 points. He falls too shy of tying his career high. Green misses. And Amundsen with a rebound.
Where's Randolph Shavelik?
Shavelik was on the active roster. Carney up top. Deep shot. Got it. Daniel Marshall from nearby Reading, Pennsylvania. About an hour's drive from here. Bring it in bounds. Daniel, a good three-point shooter. Lets it fly. Not this time. Williams with it. Louis looks in the rear view. Change of pace dribble. Sixers want to run their offense. 25th year anniversary of the '83 team that won the championship here in Philadelphia. Amundsen, turnaround jump hook, good. I wonder if Amundsen knows who Clement Johnson was, or is. Clement, part of that team, former Sonic. There were a couple of Sonics on that team. I was looking over the roster. I'd forgotten that Russ Shaney played for that Philadelphia team. That may have been his rookie year. Green, rocker steps, fires over Green, missed it, and Carney with a rebound. 107-72, 4:18 to go in the ball game. Sixers won 65 games that year. They were an awesome 35-6 at home. Amundsen, little hook, nope. Rebound to Marshall. Moses Malone led him in scoring. Irvin, Tony Cheeks, Bobby Jones. Here's Williams the other way. Nice drop pass to Amundsen. And he is wrapped by Petro, and a foul on Johan Petro. So Amundsen will shoot two.
Well, Amundsen's got great imagination.
Well, first of all,
because
with the hair.
You give him the hair, but then at the same time, he's not going to get an invitation to the slam dunk competition either. And yet he's trying to throw one down from just inside the dotted line.
Amundsen has split time between Utah and Philly, and this is his third year in the NBA. Coming into the season, it appeared in 11 games. He hails from Ventura, California.
That was a bad looking free throw he just took. It went about 10 feet.
We missed that one. Amundsen from UNLV. Here's Wilkes. Staring it ahead with 3:48 remaining. We want it before we go any further tonight. Petro, long jumper, nailed it. I want to say happy birthday to Harvey Pollack, and we'll expand on that after we get a timeout here, the next timeout. We'll tell you all about Harvey's big night tonight here in Philadelphia. 107-74 count, 3:29 to go in the ball game. Carney steps back, beat Jimmy. Daniel Marshall with a rebound. Wilkes has Green on the wing. And he comes on a reverse pistol. And the Sixers end up with it. Lewis Williams is fouled by Wilkes. That will stop play with 3:09 remaining in the tilt. Tonight, in honor of Harvey Pollack's 86th birthday, he is the longtime statistician here of the Philadelphia 76ers. He has been with the Sixers since 1963. It's 45 years, but who's counting? Before that, he was here in Philly with the Philadelphia Warriors from 46 to 63. So he has been the man in Philadelphia. And the unique thing about, he apparently gave Wilk the picture. I don't know, did Harvey take the picture? Oh, he gave him the sign, the actual sign that's 100 on there. Yeah, there you go. And of course, there was the anniversary here, what, a week or so ago, that game. In Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, where the crowd has now grown to legion. There were about 4,000 people there, but if you ask, they will tell you. I was there. I saw it.
109-76 count. Carney the crossover, drives in deep. Shovel handoff to Amundsen. He scores, and he will head to the line. Timeout on the court. So in honor of Harvey tonight, everybody wearing tennis shoes. That's kind of Harvey's thing, is wearing tennis shoes. Hey, you want to be comfortable when you're doing the stats. Happy birthday, Harvey. We're in Philly. We'll be right back. Sonics basketball on FSN, brought to you tonight by Lexus. The all-new LS is unprecedented. Visit allnewls.com. Time now, ladies and gentlemen, to review our keys of the game. With the Sonics trailing Philly 111 to 76. Defensive rebounds. Philly has 10 offensive rebounds. Steve said avoid turnovers. Whoops. They didn't do it. PJ says dribble penetration. Philly had 62 points in the paint. They didn't do it. Bob White joins us from the studio in Bellevue. Bob, they did contain Andre Miller.
Well, they contained him, but he was very effective. Only 5 shots made, all 5. But they didn't quite keep pace with him. Our point guard's 2 for 9. But that's not 30 points difference worth.
He did set a tone for them in the first quarter. And the Sonics were playing from behind the entire game. They were down by 11 at the end of 1. How much of that has to do with the team turning, a particularly young team like the Sonics, knowing that you're playing from behind? Do you think they press, Bob? Is that what's happening with these turnovers?
I don't know. You know, it's really difficult to say, but you know, when you have that point, the ball in Miller's hands all the time, he's just not going to make mistakes. And the Sonics kind of distribute it between more people, so they got more people handling the ball. That can sometimes lead to more mistakes.
Well, that was the case tonight. Bob will join you in the post-game show tonight. The Sonics turned it over 19 times.
You know what I think really gave them the most problem was this zone that Philly has been. It looks like it's a zone, but it is a kind of a man-to-man where they react whenever the ball handler had his back turned, so they would double team out of it. So they come out of a zone into a man-to-man, get a mistake, come back and score the ball.
Kind of trapping and pinching on the sides, and then they recover.
You know, after they saw Durant go down in the low box early, they changed their whole defensive setup, and from that point on, they controlled where the shots were being taken from. Jello ball with a miss.
Tipped out of bounds with 2:13 remaining. Sixers take over. 112-76 to count. Lewis Williams will steer it out of backcourt.
Lewis Williams did not have the impact on this game like he did in Seattle when he got to the free throw line. They didn't need him. I mean, they got big contributions from D'Alembert and Reggie Evans that were unexpected.
Williams had 19 in Seattle and was 12 of 14 from the line. Here's a 3. Got it. So Louis is trying to get something up before the shot clock had expired. 1:47 left, and the Sixers are routing the Supes. 115-76. Petro backs down, turns, swatted away by Robinson, and a goaltending to call.
With that shot block, maybe he will get an invitation to the slam dunk.
I think you're wrong. I think Evans doesn't get invited. Neither does Robinson.
Oh, we know Reggie doesn't
get invited. Andre Miller definitely not going. Biggest blowout this year the Sonics have sustained was 42 points. The drubbing at the hands of the Denver Nuggets. That was at home recently. Smith hits a set shot. Tell you, he's shown an ability to shoot it out there. 4 of 9, 10 points for Smith.
Well, they've gotten everybody making shots now.
Yeah. Danielle looking to make one.
Goes into 3.
A minute left. Reminder that after the Sonics live tonight, special look at the Mariners spring training camp. And your chance to win tickets to opening night. Good seats. Danielle Marshall the rebound. Here's Wilkes the other way. 41 seconds left. Wilkes will pull up. Man from Rice. 117-83. 33 seconds remaining. And the Philadelphia 76ers will put the 46th loss of the year on the Supersonics in this game number 62 on the season. Meantime, Philadelphia coming in as the 7th seed in the East. Will go to 29-33.
Trying to keep the pressure on the Wiz. Wilkes thought Marshall was looking, and they ended up in a turnover, and the 76ers will just dribble it out.
In the second half, the Sixers outscored the Sonics 56-31, and they take a win tonight at 117-83. They blow the Supes out of here. Keep in mind tonight, later on in your programming schedule, make time for the Best Damn Sports Show, because you'll be able to relive the Sonic past. George Karl, Gary Payton, and number 40, the Rain Man, Sean Kemp, all their guests tonight on the Best Damn Sports Show on Fox. 117-83.